Let me show you what you can do in order to try to solve your issues with mobile data on the Motorola Edge 70. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just open settings, proceed to network and internet. And one of the first things that you want to do is simply check if the AirPlay mode is not enabled. I know this is quite obvious, but sometimes it can be enabled by accident and we might not even be aware of that. So make sure that it is off. Besides that, you can also just simply disable and enable mobile data just like that. Sometimes this simple switch allows the phone to reset the mobile data network, and this might just help. If not, we're gonna go to mobile data, and if you actually have more than one SIM, you might want to make sure that the correct SIM is used for mobile data. In my case, I know that I want to use SIM number 1, so in this case it is selected. We also have this option, switch SIM automatically, which can of course cause some issues, especially if you don't really want to use the other SIM. So you want to check if the SIM is disabled over here, the switch SIM automatically option, I mean. Now, in addition to that, of course, you want to go to data warning and limit for the selected SIM that you use. And you might want to check if the warning and the limit is disabled. Of course, these themselves should not really cause any issue with the mobile data. But for example, if the data is being disabled after some time, then of course this might be the reason. Besides that, at the bottom we have the data saver, which can also cause some issues with using the mobile data smoothly on your phone if there are some interruptions or something, or if the mobile data is slow. This can be the reason as well, so you want to turn it off. Besides that, we can also go to SIMs and mobile network, and you want to go to the SIM that you use for mobile data. And in here you want to check if you use the 5G connection. If you, for example, if you disabled the 5G connection and switched to LTE, you might want to switch it back to 5G just temporarily in order to see if that helps. And there is also the 2G network protection, which avoids 2G networks, which are less secure, but this may limit connectivity in some places. So you might want to turn this option off once again temporarily in order to see if that helps. Now, if none of this helps, if none of these options and changes actually did anything, another thing that you might want to do is check the private DNS and just check if it's set to automatic. So if you, for example, disable the private DNS or switch to the private hostname, you might want to switch back to automatic for now. And of course, if you use VPN, this also can be the reason why your mobile data might feel much slower or it might not work at all. So make sure that VPN is not the issue as well. Last but not least, if we go back to settings menu and open system settings, then over here we have reset options, and you might want to use the reset mobile network settings. In this case, you can also choose, if you have more than one SIM, which SIM you want to reset, for which SIM you want to reset network settings. So of course choose the one that you use for mobile data, and then confirm that you want to reset these settings, and then check, go back to the settings of the network and internet, mobile data, and of course make sure that the correct SIM is selected and that the mobile data is on, and then just check if it's working. And hopefully after all of these steps it will work just fine. There's also a chance that there is some sort of outage on the carrier side. So if you have a friend, for example, that uses the same carrier or the service provider, then you can try to ask them if they also experience some issues. And of course, reset of the device might be helpful as well. So if none of this works, you can just restart your phone as well, and just to be sure that that it doesn't help. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe.